Ni hao, friends.
I saw it, dude.
I didn't see you there.
Ni hao, my man.
Hello.
And what are you guys doing in here?
Hey,
Again?
howdy.
Wow.
Look at that.
Howdy from us Texans.
How do you fit this many people in a tiny little room?
3 people? Oh, all these people.
All these people. You see? Right?
Yeah.
You.
Are you
Yeah,
talking about
you.
the 1.7 billion Chinese folk that are watching right now?
There's that many?
They're not watching.
No.
No.
This will never make it there.
Welcome to IDIOTSYNCRATIC, the show where we talk about whatever we want to talk about.
Man, he's so right.
We also self-censor our F words.
I don't know why.
Only sometimes.
Yeah, only sometimes.
That's pretty effing stupid.
You're right.
Why did you put a bleep before
An effing?
Yeah, you did this.
Because fucking effing. Right? Hey, that's me.
You know who that is?
That's actually this guy's voice.
That's this voice.
Hey, can you recreate that in real time?
It'd be really loud, and I think there's a baby sleeping.
Oh, well.
So it's best not to scream.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Sounds good.
That's good enough.
Sounds good. Good job, Brand.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
You did it, man.
I worked so hard for that.
You did it.
You made you did
Fucking
it.
time.
You did it.
I made a long-lasting impression somewhere.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I've only ever wanted to be a soundbite.
So as you guys already know, we have a special guest today. His name is Bran.
What's up?
He's the blue eyes white
Bragging.
Or devil, whatever.
Look.
Yep. He's
You
the
told ya?
blue eyes devil.
Yeah, Blue Eyes Devil.
Yep. And me, I'm your host Malone as always. Not as always. Today, well, as on evens.
You're right.
Even episodes. I
Oh my
always
God,
am.
what episode is it today, my man?
Oh, it's big episode 26.
Look at that.
That's an even one. So that means that I'm the host.
Your host Malone today.
Yeah.
mhm.
Hey, how come your face gets to get shown and mine gets a line in it?
Well,
I don't know.
maybe you should adjust your dongle.
I can't. Justin told me not to. He's the boss.
I didn't.
He's the boss.
I didn't realize that would happen.
All right, and
We'll
I'm
fix
joined
it.
by my host, Justin, Bossy Mouth,
Hey,
Fingerhead.
how are you?
I'm like chilling.
It's good to have you back, bitch.
My throat hurts from all the smog.
All the smog. Hey, was the skyline yellow there too?
Sometimes. It was kind of weird.
Was it like during peak hours?
You know how we have
Peak smog hours?
We have like heat index, not heat
Mm-hmm.
index, but like the report.
Do they have a smog index?
Yeah, they do. Like
What?
They have like a
Is it in Chinese?
like good days and bad days. If you watch the news, it'll be like, oh, today's not a good day to
Just
go outside.
don't breathe if you can.
Today's not a good day to breathe.
Yeah.
So
And
minimize your breathing.
You guys have seen like the surgeon masks that
Yeah.
people wear,
Are they just caked in shit on the
like for
outside?
SARS. No, but I saw some that they look like the surgeon mask thing,
Uh-huh.
but they had like little filters, like a Bane mask.
That is so crazy.
Or like, if you ever seen the elevation trainer things,
Mm-hmm.
it looked kind of like that, but it was a surgeon mask. With
So it's
the-
like,
Or like-
a military grade rebreather.
I guess I don't know.
Shit.
Those are probably the rich people that had them. I don't know.
The rest of you can die.
Yeah. Yep. So today we're talking about Thunderstruck, which is something that Justin just read about. And we'll never know until he says it.
We'll never know. Ever.
We probably still won't know while he's saying it.
You want to take a wild guess, Branthonian?
Thunderstruck.
Do you want to take a shot in the dark?
Some person was confused about whether or not somebody got struck by lightning or thunder, and it was something on Reddit that was probably just a joke about somebody being really stupid.
How'd you know?
Everything on
Is-
Reddit is
was I-
about
was I
somebody
right?
being
No,
stupid.
not even
Let's
close.
say, let's say, fuck it. There's no way that it was that stupid.
That'd be incredibly insane.
It would be.
Insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain.
In the membrane.
All right, we're also talking about China.
Okay.
Duh.
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 Can you guess what that's about?
No.
You got it.
Think about it.
It's like Dora the Explorer, but for
my God,
assholes.
I hate that. I used to hate that.
Pick.
Because I was like, are these people stupid? Like, why does she have to pause for so long?
It's because there's kids watching it.
Well, are the kids stupid?
What are they, dumb?
She'd be like, what is this called?
What are you, a bunch of dumb idiots, you little kids?
I know some pretty dumb
That's
kids.
right. It's a shoe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all.
This is all bottom coffee. It's gonna be.
Oh, you took all the urban alchemy.
It's gonna be
Coffee
so.
and wine bar.
We're out of coffee. Dang, we got to go make some more.
What we drinking today, my man?
Urban Alchemy. The coffee of champions.
The
Coffee of
blonde
champions.
version.
The blonde roast.
Yep, blonde roast.
Yep, the super.
100% Colombian Supremo.
You're right, man. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Disco
It's also
shit.
It's also super light and crisp.
Very
Yeah.
mellow.
It's very round.
I say
It's a
mellow,
rounded
but, like-
flavor.
He's dying.
Oh, dude, I'm just like, I'm ready to go.
Look
Yeah.
at that. You're ready to go.
I'm about to rocket up into space.
Look
right
how
now.
hyper I am. I'm not moving. That's just my hyperness. But
Beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes. Yeah.
Why does everybody show it like this? I'm gonna show it like this from now on. Like, look how hyper I am.
Look at them thinners.
Oh, you know what I tried to do for a little bit? I tried to point like this. It didn't
Yeah,
ca-
everybody
it,
just thought you were seeking Heil.
it didn't catch on. No, not like this, sideways, like a chop.
It's
Yeah.
right down yonder. Like that.
Yeah, when people like ask for directions, I'm like, first you go that way till you hit Walmart, and then you turn that way till you hit Target.
The other Walmart.
It's just like,
It's like if you see the Starbucks, you've gone too far. You got to go back to the other Starbucks and then turn right.
I guess that would work like for multiple uses. Like, let's say they're right in front of you and they get too close, and you're like, well, you go this way, you backhand
slap
them,
'em.
and you go this way, and you give them the good four.
Which way is
Forward
Walmart?
side.
Yeah, it's back the way you came. Like that.
You got to go this way.
Yeah.
And you're gonna take a right.
That way.
Kermit the Frog.
I mean left. And then
Yeah.
ow, that
Yeah, it's back to where
really
you
that's
came.
really uncomfortable. Try to like make a middle finger and
No,
turn it left.
Ow.
That's
I won't.
very uncomfortable.
Ow.
I will not. I will not.
You guys know where the middle finger came from, right?
Tell us, Bran.
It came from the 100 Years' War. When that's when like bows were becoming a thing, and
Are you talking about the 100 Years War from Final Fantasy?
no, the 100 Years' War from like
The one from Game of Thrones?
the one from like history.
What's
sounds,
that?
That sounds not nearly as fun.
It's probably not because people just died for no reason
Hey,
back then.
that's really sexist. It could be her story.
It could be.
You pig. You cisgendered
I never
pig.
thought about that.
Yeah, you.
What is it
you
gotta be?
promote the patriarchy.
Like, why does it have to be herpes? Why can't it be himpies? Thanks, John Leguizamo.
Look at that.
He pees.
He does. He does peas.
Well,
Sorry, let's hear the 100 Years War.
Yeah.
I'm dying to hear it now.
Well, anyway, during the 100 Years' War, it was France versus it was France versus
Britain.
England.
They always
And-
get in wars.
Yeah, because they're like really close to each other, and they're kind of just dicks overall
Hey,
to each other.
hey.
Wait, it wasn't the United Kingdom yet.
No, they were still like
It was the ununited
fragmented
kingdom.
Yeah, they're the fragmented kingdom.
yeah. Anyway,
Was that back when the Scottish people were like, "I hate you, freaking"?
I think the Scottish
England
people are still like that.
Everybody
Yeah.
hates them.
And the IRA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was like
What, you mean the IRL?
no.
Oh.
God damn it.
All right,
Anyway,
so what
during
happened?
the 100 Years' War, they would capture like British soldiers that were using bows and arrows, and they'd cut off their middle finger,
Oh shit.
so they couldn't shoot a bow
Yeah.
anymore. So I guess how it caught on was to show to taunt the French.
Hey, look what I got.
It's like, hey, I could still pluck you,
Yeah.
pluck a bow. I could still pluck you. So eventually it became, fuck you, and that's the middle finger story.
I like that.
Pluck you.
I like that.
I like it.
I
a
could
lot.
pluck you in the plucker.
Pluck you right in the pluck.
Plucker. I hardly even know her.
Oh, I love pluckers.
Same here as these.
Yum. You're covering your face. You're so white. Your middle finger blends in with your face.
You mean it's the same skin color as the rest of my skin?
That's weird.
Yeah, because you're white though.
I'm so glad the sun is out, so now I can finally start tanning again.
If you're white, you don't have lines on your anything.
What does that even mean?
No lines, baby.
See, look, mine's on my face, but you could still see the lines, right? See how Justin's hand just all blends into one, and then his forehead blends into that too. Oh, yours does too.
Yeah.
You don't have lines either. You also blend in with the background.
Yes, dude. Oh shit, my hair is the color.
Is it a finger or no?
Here's your shirt.
Yeah.
How old are we? 5? It's like we
Yes, yes, we are.
I know, right?
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
Hi.
All
I
right,
am
Justin, jump into your Thunderstruck.
You ready for Thunderstruck, my man? Oh man, what an ass! All right,
Thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck.
Oh,
Ready
it's
for this?
Roboito.
All right, so I read this insane article
You can't read.
by way of Reddit, of course,
I don't believe it.
because I'm always on there. But it is the incredible story of the Marine who rode lightning. So this guy,
Was it ball lightning?
William Rankin, no dude,
William
He's-
Randolph Hearst?
he was a fighter pilot, and him and his buddy are going. They're traveling above.
Was it a fighter or a pilot? Which was
They're
it?
traveling above a storm, and something happens to his plane, so he has to eject. I think they're like nine miles up or something like that.
Shit.
He has to eject above the storm, And you know what? I'm probably just going to read this whole thing because the way that this guy lays it out, this is from Task and Purpose, and it's written by James Clark. It's pretty, it's an efficient way to tell exactly what happened. But so when Marine Lieutenant Colonel William Henry Rankin ejected at 40,000 feet after his F-8 Crusader malfunctioned, things didn't seem like they could get much worse.
Thanks.
Then he fell through a raging thunderstorm.
Quick question. What year was this?
This was 1959.
18. Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is 59. So he was on a high altitude flight along the Carolina coast. And yeah, they were at 47,000 feet. It was a smooth flight until his engine quit. Just all of a sudden, just stopped working.
That sucks.
So he did everything.
As that's known to happen.
Yeah, he basically did everything he could to try to get it back on and to avoid having to fall through a thunderstorm, but he couldn't. So his instincts took over and he ejected.
That fuck it button.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So he was free falling from 40,000 feet. The air was negative 65 degrees. And he didn't have like a decompression suit on because, you're not really supposed to eject from that high up.
Yeah.
So he started suffering from like severe decompression the moment he was out of that plane.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like he got sucked into space.
Yeah, he got sucked into space. How'd you know? It pulled him.
There's thunderstorms in space.
like on Aliens.
Yeah. So he
My bad.
just so you know,
I didn't mean to caress you.
Yeah, it's fine. Go for it.
just so you know, he survived. And he said, this is crazy. So he remembers the whole thing. He said, I had a terrible feeling like my abdomen was bloated twice its size.
Oh, shit.
My nose seemed to explode. For 30 seconds, I thought that the decompression had me. He said, it was shocking cold all over. My ankles and wrists began to burn as though somebody put dry ice on my skin. My left hand went numb. I had lost, because he lost that glove whenever he flew out. Dude, it sounds terrifying ejecting from a plane in general, but ejecting from that high up?
Was it his right or left glove?
His left glove. I think he's a righty. I think he ejected maybe from the right.
And then he put both hands up like he was on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow, decompression. Yeah.
Ow, decompress.
This was a bad idea.
So,
Ow.
so falling through the air, Rankin plunged into the storm, the same one that he was soaring over just minutes earlier. So soaring over a storm for minutes at a time, that's a huge, huge storm.
It's like a wrinkle in time.
Just imagine being able to see just like a beautiful view, and then you look down and it looks like
Shit show.
hell, and you're falling straight into it. So suddenly, where is it at? Oh, yeah. So suddenly he felt a jolt as his chute opened prematurely. He was now stuck in the middle of a thunderstorm. He was a muscular 39-year-old fighter pilot and a weightlifter, but he was tossed around like a rag doll as lightning crackled and snapped around him. Dude,
Oh my god.
think about this.
Does he have hearing damage?
Possibly. Actually, I don't think that was in here. But
Oh, God.
Imagine-
He's probably wearing earplugs.
you fell into a thunderstorm. Your chute opens up prematurely, and that's because I think like the barometric sensor that it has on it was completely thrown out of whack because he's in a thunderstorm, and it's opened up his chute. So now instead of falling through the thunderstorm, his chute opens up and starts pulling him back up. So yeah,
man.
So he said, "I'd see lightning. Boy, do I remember that lightning. I never exactly heard the thunder. I felt it." So he didn't hear it. Just imagine, just the bass, just
Ride
like
the
all over you.
lightning.
I remember falling through hail, and that worried me. I was afraid the hail would tear the chute.
Yeah.
Was he like, what the hell?
What the hell? Sometimes I was falling through heavy water. I'd take a breath and breathe in a mouthful of water. Sometimes I had the sensation I was looping the chute. I was being blown up and down as much as 6,000 feet at a time. It went on for a long time. Like
How did he know that?
Oh, I don't know.
He's a pilot.
Was he measuring?
Yeah.
He was doing calculus and complicated physics.
6,000 right there.
Oh, that felt like 550.
Like being on a very fast elevator with strong blast of compressed air hitting you. Again and again, Rankin was thrown around by the wind and came dangerously close to being tangled in a chute several times. He was bleeding from his eyes, ears, nose, and mouth from the decompression.
And couldn't control his erection.
Couldn't control it. Well, actually, the erection went down like that because all the blood kept seeping out of him.
Yeah.
At one point, he became nauseous and threw up. Okay, so like...
How long did this whole ordeal take from like eject till like ground?
3 days.
40 minutes.
Fucking hell, dude.
Oh my god, he was in a thunderstorm for 40 minutes.
I'm surprised he didn't have a heart attack.
Wait, how did he know? I mean, like his watch was the
He's a
only thing-
pilot. He's writing it down.
Was his watch the only thing that was working?
It was glow in the dark.
Apparently.
It was cool. It had a little button on it.
Yeah, you touch it, it glows. So finally, after what must have felt like ages, Rankin descended through the storm towards safety. All he had to do now was stick the landing. Swept by fast winds, Rankin's chute became tangled in branches, and he slammed headfirst into the trunk of a tree. Staggering to his feet, he was able to get his bearings, and after searching for a few minutes, found the backcountry road. He waved down a passing car and was taken to a nearby store where the ambulance was called. But he was in a thunderstorm for 40 minutes. I think it actually should have gone a lot quicker if that chute hadn't have opened up.
Yeah, because he would have just dropped straight
Just
through it.
getting blown. Yeah. So just imagine. The scariest part to me was that whenever he would inhale, he would just inhale pockets of water.
So it's like almost like
Drowning. So
waterboarding.
It's like waterboarding.
Natural waterboarding.
Yeah.
It's like natural drowning.
I read another article that he was in,
Drowning inherently natural.
and and he said that he felt like he was drowning at certain points. Like he would have to hold his breath because if he would inhale, he would just inhale water basically.
Well, aren't pilots taught to hold their breath for like 40 minutes?
That's probably the only reason he survived
I think I saw that on that Cuba Gooding Jr. movie.
for 40 minutes.
Men of
Yeah.
Honor.
I think it's a little bit longer than that. It's gotta
No,
be.
Men of Honor is a video game brand.
That's Medal of Honor.
No, you're wrong. Look it up.
He's right.
You dumb shit.
So amazingly, Rankin's injuries were minor considering what he went through. He went on to write a book about it. So William Rankin fell through a nightmarish storm and rode the lightning to safety.
That's the name of the book he wrote, Thunderstruck.
I don't know.
I think the
I was
name,
just like this is a good teaser, I guess.
Be a way better title.
the name of the book is The Time Rankin Got a Spanking.
All right, that wins.
Yep.
That'd be a better book title.
Yep, that's the one. Man, negative 65 degrees, basically being pierced by hail.
Did he get
The whole
struck
time.
by lightning?
Mm-mm. No, he said
That's
he saw
surprising.
it.
He
though.
just missed it.
Maybe, yeah.
It was a weave game.
I'm surprised he didn't because
Weave game strong.
he is a what do you call
Lightning rod.
it? A lightning rod. He's a freaking
He's a-
lightning rod,
Conduit.
Essentially, yeah.
and he didn't get struck.
He's a conductor.
Maybe
Well, it depends on what the chute was made out of. But I'm not exactly sure what that
To the
Polyester.
yeah, polyester,
But he wasn't really
velour. It's a velour.
I think it was made of Chinese silk.
Okay.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being stuck inside of a thunderstorm for 4? I had a nightmare about
I
this.
can't.
That sounds like fun in theory. Knowing that
No,
you
it doesn't.
I mean, if you know that you're going to survive it and come out on the other
No,
end, like,
it
you don't
it
know
sounds
that.
like fun.
You
but
don't know
that.
Even if you knew you'd survive, I would hate to go through severe decompression, possibly getting struck by lightning, drowning almost, being struck by hail all the damn time.
I hear decompression is good for your spine.
I wonder if, like, before you eject, he's like, hold my beer and watch this.
Check it out.
That's what actually happened to the engine. He was drunk. And he
Just accidentally
He
turned
was
it off.
drinking. He was drinking. He threw a beer can out the window. Just fucked up his engine.
Oh shit!
I was like, I guess I gotta eject now.
I hate when this happens.
His chute was fine. He just pulled it because he got scared.
My question is, why didn't he try to like take the plane and kind of coast it
Skid?
through? Just like kind of.
I feel like
I think
you're
that
probably
would-
more likely to
like
get
you-
struck by
like you're
lightning.
free
That would have
falling,
been
but-
destroyed completely by it. Like, I would think that a human body would be a guaranteed lightning rod in a thunderstorm, but obviously that's not true. A plane, for sure, would be a guaranteed.
Yeah, but if
he'd
a
probably
plane,
just be
if a plane gets struck by lightning, it's fine.
back in the 50s, though.
Yeah, because that's commercial airlines were
I
a
don't
thing
know.
then.
Maybe the decompression got to his brain.
Yeah, possible. I would have at least tried to get underneath the storm and then done it. But I'm not a pilot. I don't know anything about being
But
a pilot.
are you ever
so-
really beneath a storm?
Man, he's got all these Chinese proverbs.
I know, right? It's like you've been to China or something.
Yeah, I came back wiser.
The only thing that it says is that his instincts took over for more than 100 combat missions during World War II and the Korean War. So I'm
so
guessing
he was old.
yeah,
he just
seemed
knew
pretty
his
old.
shit,
Yeah.
essentially.
He died in 09?
Damn.
When was World War II?
He was 39
over?
in the
Like
50s?
45 or something?
45.
He was
So this is
39
like-
in the 50s, and he lived till 09.
Well, wasn't that
Possibly.
59? 59? You said that happened in 59?
That happened in 59, yeah.
They don't make humans like that anymore.
Look at
right?
that.
That's a hardy ass dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the
Oh, yeah,
balls.
you're right. He was 39, yeah. I forgot I said that.
He was 39?
Yeah, he was 39 when that happened.
In
Because he was...
1959?
He was a muscle-building Guido.
Oh,
39. So he
so
was like 25.
can't kill a Dago.
Oh, yeah, so he was in his 20s in World War II.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
He'd been on 100 combat missions.
Can you imagine?
And he's like, the only thing that I can do now that's worse than war, fall through a thunderstorm.
He's like, fuck it, gotta do it.
Got to do it. He didn't have to eject.
He
He
felt
just
like
ejected.
It. He's like,
He felt like
he's
it.
like, decompression, I got this.
Yeah,
Hold my beer.
He was like, I never thought I would hate anything more than Nazis, but thunderstorms, you just moved to number one.
You're number one for me, man.
I wonder if like he was ever after that event like terrified of thunderstorms. Like every time he heard thunder, he'd just like quiver in a corner.
Yeah, I wouldn't even blame him if he did.
No, I wouldn't either. I'd be like, that makes sense.
His grandson's like, Dad, how come I can't talk about Nazis or thunderstorms around Grandpa?
What is?
Shh, he'll hear you. Shh, get down, you little shit.
He jumps behind the couch.
Yeah. The hail.
He just starts shooting up.
I wonder if like I know he's getting hit by hail, but I wonder if at any point he fell through like a pocket of hail too, and how
A pocket.
It's like falling through a ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese.
A pocket of hail.
but just like a really cold, sharp
Hey, I think
ball pit.
I think in all of history
Talk
that
about
might be
pins and
the
needles.
first time that someone has ever put those words together.
A pocket of hail.
Yeah. Ever in history, I think I would wager that nobody's ever said a pocket of hail.
Look at that.
Maybe there's. I'm sure there was somebody that like walked around
Shut
with
up,
huge
Brent.
pockets.
No.
And it's just like
We're very scientific here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I'd
that's
like
a
to say so.
that's a bindle. You're talking about a bindle.
You're
of
talking
hail.
about a bindle.
sorry, I didn't.
Well, you know, he lived like hail.
You know, like Bindler's List?
Yeah. It's a good movie. It's about bindles.
It's like people who put all their belongings in bindles and walk around.
Yeah.
And they make lists.
Just like Hobo Johnson. Get it?
yeah, and
That's a 4D chess joke right there.
speaking of Hobo Johnson, shout out to Miss Littlefeet, who's hating on our fan base. Hey, according to her, you guys don't exist.
You guys don't exist at all. I'll bring it up at the end of the episode. I'm gonna plaster it right here above his face.
Yeah, so if you don't already know what we're talking about, we'll get back to that.
You're gonna
Click
love
here for more.
it. You
Yeah.
are going to love it.
Did you have any final thoughts on that shit, dog?
No, I'm surprised he didn't die. I'm surprised he wasn't ripped to shreds
I
by
know.
Yeah.
that experience.
Like, I wonder if that's actually happened before, but just nobody lived to tell the tale.
Ooh,
You know, because I feel like
that sounds terrible.
the survival rate is probably pretty low.
Yeah, I'd assume it'd be pretty low.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
can.
a statistician, but
From all the shit he went through, the worst thing is you can consider him lucky.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's some shit to go through to be, and still be considered lucky.
yeah.
And then, like, if matters weren't worse, whenever he landed, he slammed his head into a tree.
yeah, I know, right?
Like,
That's a philosophical question. Is he lucky or is he unlucky?
yeah, I don't know. We can't ask him
I don't
now.
know, but
He's
that-
unlucky
he
that
did.
that happened to him, but he's lucky that he survived it.
Yeah.
I can just imagine like going through 40 minutes of just fucking utter hell and then hitting your head on a tree. Like that's like just icing on the cake of how shitty your day was.
It's not the nail in the coffin, but it's like the nail in the coffin because he survived.
Yeah.
It's like those shows where like they keep falling and stuff, and then he hits his head, and then he falls on the ground, and he's like, ah, and an acorn like falls and hits him.
And then that was it, and he just died. Like the
like-
acorn done did it.
And he gets up and he's got like dog shit on his back.
Yeah. And then he steps on a thorn because like his boot got flown off.
Oh.
Then he gets
Unluckiest-
chased by wild coyotes
Unluckiest man in the world, for sure.
that day. Or
Yeah.
is he lucky?
But he lived.
But he lived.
He's the boy who lived.
I wonder what kind of effects he suffered after that.
Wonder if he had a lightning scar.
Get it?
Yeah. Harry Potter. Wait, is
Harry
this guy's name Harry?
Pooter.
What's his name?
It's,
No, William Rankin.
It's Bacon.
I thought it was something else.
That was
Harry Potter, William
Kevin.
Henry Rankin.
Kevin Rankin.
Yeah. Well, he dead now, but he wasn't dead.
He wasn't.
He wasn't dead.
When did
in
he
59.
die?
He died in 09.
So he was.
09.
I don't math. He was
I don't math either.
39 in 1950
Nine.
something.
So at
Nine?
50 years to that?
So he was 89.
Damn.
Well, Sergeant or whatever, Colonel Rankin.
Lieutenant Colonel
Thor, God
William
of Thunder.
Henry Rankin. You son of a bitch.
All right, Corporal, we salute you. Wait, are we allowed to salute people
Yeah, of course.
as civilians?
Sure.
I think so.
I don't want to do that stolen valor thing by accident.
Well, they can suck a dick.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Yeah, I think so. I think we can.
Speaking
It's
of which,
respectful.
hey, have you ever seen those videos where real military people call out the stolen valor people?
Mm-mm.
I freaking love those so much. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
What is stolen valor?
So it's whenever people will like go to like Army Navy stores and they'll buy uniforms and they'll act like they were in the service to try to get like
Free shit?
or just respect or for people to like
Sympathy.
be nice to
yeah.
him and stuff like that. And then real military people will be like, wait, his outfit's all wrong. Or they'll be like, oh, what squadron are you in or whatever? Where are you stationed?
95th percentile?
Yeah, and they're like, oh, 95%. They start like freaking roasting them. And
I know
stuff.
you weren't because I was.
Yeah, they're like, my friend died. And, you know, like they just start like roasting them. And then
Yeah.
Like that unit, everybody died.
Yeah.
So
And
That's such a weird thing to.
sometimes they get like almost like rough with them. They're like, take this off. Like,
Oh, I
you know,
believe it.
stuff
Yeah,
like that.
I believe it. That's
Yeah.
that you're playing with fire if you're trying to impersonate somebody just to
Isn't that
to be
illegal?
looked at better.
Like impersonating an officer or a
I'm
doctor?
pretty sure it is illegal.
That's probably illegal, impersonating a military personnel.
Yeah.
They should have whooped his ass and say, "Hey, cops, come get him.
Yeah. And they're like,
cop.
You never
catch me, cop.
He's a stolen valor."
they're like, apologize, you little slut.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't think they ever said that.
I hope they did.
And then bukkake him.
Listen here.
They bukkake. They get their Marine friends and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You run
It becomes a Baylor locker
Run
room
a-
real quick.
run a plane on them.
Run a plane on them.
Get it? Because they're probably in the Air Force. I don't know. It's just
Maybe.
we're saluting Rankin here.
Yeah. Here's
Abraham Rankin.
to you, Abraham.
It's a Chinese joke.
Kevin Rankin.
Kevin
So-
Rankin.
Yeah, that's all I had to say about it. I read that like last week, and I had a nightmare about it, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is my interest.
That makes sense.
Because it scared the shit out of me.
How bad was your nightmare? Were
Alright.
you him in the time and position? And
What a vagina.
Not like exactly, but I just imagined myself falling into a thunderstorm. But good thing is that I woke up screaming right before I actually landed in it. So just the thought and the fear of descending into a thunderstorm was enough to
what
jolt
you're
me awake.
telling me is that you're a bitch even in your nightmares.
Yeah,
Well,
sure thing.
I don't blame you. I'm a
I
bitch
would.
in my nightmares too.
I'm gonna scream my ass off. Yeah,
He has an empathy sac where his balls are supposed to be.
yeah.
Well, I mean, it worked.
So all my empathy juice soaks.
He's like, hey, I bet
Soaking good time.
it must have been so horrible for him.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. You don't feel bad for him, you jackasses?
I do feel bad
survived.
for him. I do feel bad for him.
I don't care if he
He's a
survived.
badass.
I'm not gonna have a nightmare about it though.
Oh, how is that not terrifying to you? How is that not nightmare inducing?
It's terrifying, but like I can never really comprehend it. So
Yeah, it's too far.
I can imagine. I think that's what scares me the most is that I can clearly imagine it happening. Imagine.
I can imagine like the idea of it, but like imagining the actual falling through, that's just something that I don't think you can put yourself in unless you've been in it.
I wonder if it's just like
you can't imagine the shit unless you've been in this shit.
the brace for pain thing, you know?
what if it happens to you at some time in life and you're like, that guy was full of shit. This isn't bad at all.
This actually was pretty cool.
You just
It's
bleed
like-
out your eyeballs and just like, this is fine.
Like,
I'm fine. Everybody's fine.
There was like a slight gust of wind that just lowers you down
Yeah.
gently.
It's almost
Yeah.
therapeutic, like
Yeah.
going to a spa.
And it's like being leached too, you know, like the blood that was pouring out of you was the bad blood.
Mhm.
You know? It's actually
Yeah.
pretty good for you.
Leeching.
Decompression is good for your spine.
God. That
And
sounds.
what if it like turns off a part of your brain that makes you feel any sort of anything other than euphoria, and then you just get like really high off your own brain juice, and then you're like
It's really
you're
high
like-
all the time.
You're like Pegasus, what are you doing here?
So you're just high and dying basically in a storm.
No, you're fine. You're just falling, and then you're like,
I think the
you're like Sasquatch is my daddy, and he's gonna protect me.
I think decompression is
Like a
probably the
joke?
worst part about it.
He said he felt
It's
bloated
mine.
twice his size.
Yeah. Decompression sickness is not fun.
But let's
Hey.
be honest. Anytime you get bloated, you feel like you're twice your size.
That's very true, even
Yeah.
though it might be very mild.
I feel like every time I get bloated, I feel like my organs are gonna come out of my belly button.
They just might.
Hell, I'm surprised his organs didn't pour out of his belly button.
Or his finger, or anywhere.
Yeah. Just get sucked.
What was that? Was that my ear?
Fucking spleen. There's my fucking spleen.
Yeah. The
like-
Just try to
lightning
grab
just
it
tears
and
it to
just put it
shreds.
back in.
Yeah.
Not my gallbladder.
Oh God.
Why does this keep happening?
All right. Yeah, that's all I had.
All right, Brandon.
I'm
you
scared
got
just
anything
thinking
else?
about it.
Yeah. Do I have anything else?
Yeah.
No. I'm just here.
Are you a scurry ass like we are?
I don't even know what that means.
He's
He might
asking
be
if
one.
you have an empathy sack where your other sack is.
No.
Hmm.
I think the fact that he survived is, pretty badass.
He's a muscly headed badass.
It
Yeah.
ejects empathy into your vas deferens.
Yeah.
Through a little tubule.
And it shoots right out. Yeah. So anytime I hear about something bad happening to someone, I'm like,
Just blow a couple loads, call
You
it a
gotta-
day.
yeah, my empathy juice.
Change your pants.
That's interesting.
I bet he had to change his pants the moment he got.
Oh,
Yeah, like-
fuck yeah, dude. I would have shit and pissed and everything.
Ever empathied in a bottle?
Yep.
He threw up too, didn't he?
Oh,
If
yeah.
it wasn't worse,
Oh, yeah.
threw
if
up.
it couldn't be any worse, he probably had vomit all over him too.
I was wondering if he threw up and then he saw the vomit like hovering in front of him, like the penny thing.
yeah.
That would be, oh God. I'd be like,
Yeah.
Hey, did he try to like swim like around
I don't think so. It
Say-
doesn't say.
or like Keanu Reeves and
And we can't go ask him because he did now.
or you just go,
dang it.
after you throw up, try to push it away.
But if that wouldn't work because the moment he would inhale, it's like he starts choking, he starts drowning on water.
And
So
he's
he
got
couldn't-
one good in him.
Yeah,
he's
that's
gonna
it.
Maybe depending on where he
And then he's
was.
probably gonna go.
If he was in a pocket of hell, maybe he could have got some air in.
Pocket of hell.
I wonder if
Yeah.
he was wearing a mask. Probably not.
One of those fighter masks,
Yeah.
fighter plane masks.
We
Aren't
all-
they
Don't
connected
Don't you have to
the
take
plane
those
now?
off? Yeah, I was gonna say.
We all wear masks, Brandon.
Metaphorically speaking.
That's all I had to say about that.
All right.
Unless you had something else.
Now,
Scary ass.
so guess what, guys? I
What?
went to China for like
Okay.
some time.
Okay.
How was that?
It was pretty dope. I had a lot of fun.
Met a lot of friends.
Yeah, I met a lot of friends. So let me start at the beginning and the end.
The plane.
The plane. Jet lag is a bitch. It was a 12-hour flight. Well, from LA to Beijing. So we live here in Texas. So me and Natalie had to have like a. This is what we did. We took a 2.5 hour flight to LA.
It's about 3 hours.
About 3-hour flight to LA. I don't even remember. And we got there at probably like 9 in the morning. And-
Michael.
So you left here at like 7 in the morning.
Yeah, we left pretty early, and so we get to LA, and our flight doesn't leave until 1 a.m. to go to China, and so we kind of planned it that way because we've never been to LA.
Did you go to the beach and stuff?
Yeah, we did. We went to
Nice.
Venice Beach. We went to Santa Monica Pier. We hit up Abbot Kinney, had some delicious ice cream, did some day drinking. We took turns standing watch so the other can nap on the beach because, there was a lot of napping involved through this whole trip.
Yeah. I think there has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're already starting off on just a really sleepy place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we get on the plane at 1 a.m., or it was actually more like 1:50 by the time the plane leaves. 12-hour flight. We get to Beijing, and
Like 3 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow.
yeah, no,
I love that. That was the coolest
Or
part.
or is it the day before?
we missed the whole day because like you cross the day line,
Mhm.
the date
so
line.
it goes
I mean.
forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but we got it back when we came back, so it was okay.
Which kind of sucks.
It was just really fucking weird.
It's like,
Yeah.
I remember like the flight to and from Tokyo, like on my way back, I landed in Toronto like an hour after I left Tokyo. And it was the same day that I left Tokyo because it's a day.
Yeah, so
ahead.
you're like, where did that time go?
It didn't, it was like it's like you were literally on the plane for only an hour.
What year is it?
Yeah,
Who am I?
it's like you got on a plane and went through some hyperloop.
It's like you went through a thunderstorm.
It's like you're a time traveler.
Time
Essentially.
traveling.
It feels pretty cool.
Natalie's the time traveler's wife. She can't be the time traveler because
I was gonna say, or
They
what
didn't
if
make a movie about
what if
her.
she's the time traveler and you're the time traveler?
because time traveler, like lure, that's male, that's masculine.
It's not time
No.
travel him.
No, time traveler.
Yeah, her. Time travel
No,
her.
lure though.
Traveler. I hardly even know.
Not her. Lure.
Mm-hmm.
Lure is masculine.
Oh, is it?
Look it up.
Okay.
He's right.
I believe it.
I looked it up.
Yeah, so this actually happened to us when we went to Japan too, but the very first day of our trip, we get to the hotel, and even though it's like daytime, we were like, we're gonna take a nap, and then we sleep till the next day.
And then,
So we probably slept for like, I don't know, 18 hours or something.
damn.
I don't know how long we slept for.
You
but
just knew it was the next day.
Yeah, it was redonkulous.
Did you wake up the next night?
No, because we had to be at the tour bus.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so the way we went to China was through. So Natalie found a Groupon, and it was super cheap, and it was for this like travel agency that just does China exclusively. So every day we had like tours to go to. You know, we had this whole like itinerary of places to be and things to see.
Did you have to do them?
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
What happens? Kick you out of the
I was
country.
gonna say, what happens if you don't?
Well, actually, like
You have to stay here forever.
a few of the guys like partied too hard, and they would just skip out on the day, on a day. So I guess you didn't really have to. But
Yeah.
You felt
What are they
obligated.
gonna-
I mean, you paid for it. You might as well fucking go.
Yeah, exactly.
Were the tours cool at least?
Yeah, they were. Like,
Okay, perfect then.
Yeah, the tours involve such things as going to the Forbidden City.
What? How'd you get in?
I know.
Yeah, because it's not forbidden anymore.
Oh.
But it used to be only the
They need to
emperor-
rename that bitch then.
Only the emperor used to be able to go there, and like no peasants were allowed. Or like,
Really?
Not. I don't really anybody. I think it was just the emperor and like people. His
That he invited.
his concubines and yeah.
His hooers.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, and like people who had to do business with them and stuff.
Yeah.
We saw a bunch of gardens, like really, really sexy gardens, because apparently Chinese people love gardening.
Yeah, it's is that where you get the little Zen garden from?
No, I think.
Is that Chinese?
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Did they have Zen gardens there, but like normal size ones?
No.
I thought Zen gardens were Japanese. I could be wrong.
What even is
Yeah,
the
'cause
difference?
I think Zen Buddhism is a
I
Japanese.
wouldn't go there. Wouldn't go there.
Oh yeah. So we went to the Great Wall, and
Dude, how was that?
I climbed like 1,000 stairs, like hammered off my ass.
My man.
How big was it in comparison to your body?
Or the wall.
Did you get to like walk up to it and see like its size? Kind
No, because it wasn't really like the section where we were at wasn't really like that. It was kind of like a mountain, and then like a staircase going up the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
And so that like section, as it was going up the mountain, was like, I don't know, maybe like 30 feet high. Like it wasn't
Okay.
it wasn't like super high.
Yeah.
It was like maybe 2 stories off of the ground, but the ground is like rising up too.
Oh, okay.
So it gets really up there.
So
You know what I'm saying?
did you look over the side?
Oh yeah.
How tall did it seem?
Like at the top?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to like
Gauge it.
to put in units.
Would you die if you fell off?
Yeah, you for sure would die. If you
Did you stop and think about how many dead bodies were in that wall?
No.
No. Missed opportunity.
It's a dead bodies.
Is that from the Mummy?
No, it's from like the real life of American
Quit acting like
teenager.
you know history.
Yeah, stop it.
I said it was from the real life of American teenager, so I don't think that's historical at all.
What is?
I think it is.
What movie is that?
It's a TV show on.
It's where the girl
something.
gets banged in school and she has to have a kid. And,
What?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna add it to my queue.
Don't.
It's an
I'm
ABC
just
family
kidding.
show.
I
Have
know,
fun
just
with it.
Don't.
Ew.
Yeah, no.
You're better off just watching reruns of Seventh Heaven.
I didn't even watch Seven Heaven. I think I saw like one episode and I was like, meh.
Yeah.
Well, then start
Night-
with Bewitched.
I don't want to watch
Night
this
Disney.
hour-long after-school special.
I'm not gonna waste my time with watching any of these things
Why not?
because I still gotta watch The Sopranos.
You're right,
You're
my
you
man.
do.
Yeah.
Still haven't seen it. Okay, yeah. So we got these tours to do by day, right? So we got to meet up in the hotel lobby at like 8 a.m. So we do that. You know, we're pretty good at rallying. And I'm thinking like I'm gonna be the crazy person, like, cause this is always me, where I'm like let's drink, and people are like, what? We're
It's 8 o'clock
Yeah.
in the morning.
yeah.
We just
you know?
got up. Yeah.
We need to go on vacation together. We would have a lot of
Would
fun
rage.
at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Rage.
Well, so by the third or fourth day, we start to realize that our specific tour bus because there's like 3 buses like on the same kind of tour thing, but the other ones were just like all old people who travel.
Yeah.
Which is what we thought that all of it would be. Like me and Natalie did. But when we were in Japan, we actually met like 3 people that were kind of on the same. I think they were on the same tour thing as us, but we didn't really do like a lot of the tours in Japan. But we kind of more just ventured out. But so yeah, we hung out with them like once, right?
Yeah.
But on this, half of our tour bus were like young people,
Yeah.
who like to party and they like to travel, and we all ended up getting together, getting along super well.
Yeah.
And it was kind of just insanity like the whole time.
Yeah.
Apparently in China you can drink like anywhere, like on the street walking around.
What?
Yes.
And so
Why don't we live there?
so our
Oh yeah, the smog.
our tour
Already
guide
too
was
many
like,
people.
he's like, okay, you can buy on the bus, you can buy water or I have beer for you guys too if you want to buy beer. So the first day we drank like all the beer he had. Like he bought like 1 case and we just drank all of it like while we were like driving around.
That's amazing.
And then like in ensuing days he would get like 3 cases like in the morning.
Yeah.
And like we would just tear through it. It was insane.
You should have known, tour guide. You should have known
I think I literally
from the get-go.
I think we were the craziest tour that he's ever had because it was just insanity.
Was he one of the Chineses?
Yeah. His name was Brian.
Really?
Excuse me.
He made up his name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, he was like
I love it when people.
It's like an outsourced customer service
yeah,
agency.
I love it when call centers do that.
Yeah.
Like,
Hello, my name is Brian
Yeah.
Collins.
hello, my name is Chad.
Yeah, bitch, you know damn well your
Yeah.
name's not Chad.
No, but he said that when he picked his American name, that he picked his favorite singer, the name of his favorite singer. It was Bryan Adams.
Okay,
Okay.
not bad.
Yeah.
So why did they do that? Just to make it a little more?
I was like, he's Canadian. Well, because I guess I think just because white people don't want to try. Actually, I say white people, but I didn't want to try either.
Yeah.
Because he told us his Chinese name and I forgot it instantly.
I chose
Brian. Okay,
I
got
chose
it.
a
Oh, no.
David for David Bowie.
I think it was
American name
I think it was Liu
Nope.
Jiang.
Liu Jiang.
Liu Jiang. I
That's
think
not
is
that
what it-
hard.
That's
Liu-
pretty.
Liu
Or
Jiang.
he could have just gone by Lou, and
Yeah.
that's Americanized too.
Well, that's his last name.
So
Oh yeah, backwards, right?
Yeah.
Go by your last name.
people call me by my last name all the time.
Yeah, and Coach used to call me Gomez.
Yeah, Coach used to call me Soda.
Soda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a jerk.
That sounds about right.
His name was Coach Harper. I hated him.
Shout outs to Coach Harper.
Coach Harper, right here, buddy.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you're
Wait,
listening.
are we doing that? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
There you go, Coach Harper.
Coach Harper.
Oh,
Man,
Coach Harper.
he was my history teacher and my
That's always how-
cornerback teacher
That's always how it goes.
Yeah.
and my receiver teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why
I mean, Coach.
schools in America are a joke.
You're damn right.
Yeah, but
We,
that's
we talked about that last
that's
episode.
a topic for a whole nother last episode.
Damn it. I'm on the wrong episode.
Oops.
That was a good one.
Eek.
But okay, so his name is Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Named after a Canadian singer.
Yep. Oh yeah, but so he would stock up with beer for us. So we would just every day. So okay, yeah. So we would do our tours and stuff, just day drinking all day, and then we would get back to the hotel maybe 6ish, and we'd be like, all right, everybody meet in the lobby in an hour, right? So we would go get our hair did, we,
Wash the smog off.
yeah, wash the smog off,
Get all that smog off you.
yeah, hit the inhaler a couple times, and then
That's a given.
yeah, so we'd meet up in the lobby and.
Everybody brought their own oxygen tank.
A few of them had phones that worked. Ours didn't, which sucked.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Yeah, it sucked real bad.
I texted you and bitch
Oh.
ass never texted me back. I
No, I didn't.
was like, he's one of the Chineses now. They got him.
Yeah. No, we. I guess Verizon doesn't have like an international plan, or if they do, it's really expensive or something.
Yeah, you got to pay for that.
Natalie
shit.
does that stuff, but AT&T's isn't bad at all. It's like $10 a day that you use it. That's not bad at all. If you're on like a 10-day
Oh, okay.
trip,
Yeah, I was
$100 for international, like
for the trip. Yeah.
yeah, especially because as a tool, it's
But I think you only get like a gig
It's
of data
crucial.
or something the whole time.
I don't know.
Something like
I
that.
didn't ask him.
Yeah, because Patrick was talking about it because he's going to Germany pretty soon, and he's been looking up different plans, and he said
Yeah.
$10 a day, but I think he said you only get a gig of data in instance, and an instance would be when you're there. So if you're there for a month or 3 days, that would be considered your
I
instance.
can just see Patrick
no, I
walking
don't.
around Germany like, was ist die Wi-Fi password?
It might
Couldn't
be
learn the
one.
rest?
It might be 1 gig a day because like they were using their phones for like everything.
Oh, okay.
And
That's not too bad then, I guess.
And the thing about China is the government blocks a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh,
but if,
yeah.
if your phone works, they were able to like use all their stuff, like all the Google, like because China blocks Google specifically. So anything like that, I couldn't check my.
Well, it's still an American IP address, correct?
Well, it's
yeah.
not specifically American stuff. It's just specific companies.
But I think if they could use AT&T over there, since that's an American company, they're not subjugated to the same like censorship rules. But I bet you anything, Chinese citizens there can't get AT&T or
No,
I think it's just like
They
an
can't.
international program.
Yeah, convenience thing for.
So
Yeah, but
business.
because I was trying to just connect to Wi-Fi and still use my stuff, and through the Wi-Fi it would block like my Instagram, my email.
really,
Yeah, so it was. I couldn't even really.
could you get on WeChat? That's like their Chinese Twitter. I think.
Oh yeah, no, and you could pay with that too. I saw people paying with it
With WeChat.
with WeChat. Yeah,
That's cool.
What
you
the
can
hell?
you can have like a little QR code and like
Yeah.
pay people with it.
What the hell? Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just used cash the whole time like a gangster. So when you're paying for stuff, and it's really hard to learn Chinese because the tones and stuff, so you just can't really learn it. I would just do that. Like a lot of people would do this. You just hold up your camera to people. I mean your calculator, right? And they would just like, how much is it? They would just type in the number. They know what it means.
Yeah.
And so you're like, 455 yuan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's their monies.
So they're just
Yeah. Or like, I would just hold out my calculator. Like I would buy something and hold my calculator out, and they would just type it in, and I'd be like, cool, I'd pay them.
really.
Yeah.
So were yuans? Are they coins or are they actual bills?
They have coins, but they're mostly bills. And
Is it like Japan? How what is it? Like 20 or 2,000 yen is like $20.
No.
You know what I mean? Like it just keeps going up. Like there's not a different tier.
It's
for
all
it?
it's all tens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was different. The exchange rate was different like every day that we were there. It was basically like around 6 yuan is a dollar. So that's kind of how I was trying to like gauge it in my mind. Like
You want a dollar?
If stuff was too expensive or not.
When I was in Japan, I was like, "Fuck! Why are there so many zeros? I can't math." And
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to
everything's-
divide everything by like 100, and then you're like, okay, it's like $20.
I thought it was pretty cool getting like a 10,000 yen bill, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Man, I'm fucking."
I'm rich.
and that's just like $100, and you're just
Yeah.
like, "Fuck."
You're like, I'm balling off the chain, dog.
How much is that? 200,000 yen.
That's how I felt in China, man. I was just like, throwing money at
And
people.
then you don't realize how much money you spend till like you get back and look at your bank account. Like, what the fuck?
Damn. Hey,
Yeah.
can you tip there? Because you can't tip in Japan, right?
Okay, so here's one of the things that I looked up on YouTube that was wrong. So they don't tip there.
Okay.
And people on YouTube said that if you try to tip people, that they'll get like really offended and mad at you and stuff. And I actually did tip people, but like specific people, and they were always like really happy about it.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like people who I guess kind of I had built like a
Rapport.
with. Like the best example I think is we had a taxi driver the taxi guys will try to swindle you, and
They do that everywhere.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think it's the worst in China. It's like the capital of pickpocketing.
Oh yeah.
Because there's so many people.
I guess so. No, but so our tour guide said that he's heard of taxi drivers like picking up tourists
Mhm.
and driving them to like the middle of nowhere and being like, "Give me $1,000," or like, "I'm just gonna leave you here."
You're like,
Really?
you're like,
Yeah.
Fuck you, dude. I'll walk.
Yeah, but
I'll snap your neck.
we didn't see anything like that.
Take your
you
damn
know.
taxi.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like
Fuck
a
with
really
the wrong
bad
Dago today.
horror story.
Yeah.
But we didn't encounter anything like that. But we did have this one dude. It was like on the last day. We were super hammered, and we're like trying to get back to the hotel. It's like an hour drive, right? And we get in this one taxi, and so we knew that it's kind of like cause we'd been there for a while. It's kind of like a telltale sign if they don't turn the meter on. And so he goes, we get in, he finds the place, and he goes 300.
Mm-mm.
And and
You better turn that meter
yeah,
on,
I was in the
bitch.
front. I was like, nah. I pointed to the meter, And he was like, he started talking. And
You better turn that damn meter
no,
on.
and no, we were just like, nope, we got out.
There you go,
We're like,
yeah.
nope, we all got out.
Yeah.
And we slammed the door and we got in a different taxi.
There you go.
And the taxi driver came and tried to start saying stuff to our taxi driver, and I just looked at him and I like rolled the window up in his face. And so the taxi driver was like, cool, you know. And then so like we just started driving, and then like we were being kind of crazy because we were drunk and stuff, but the guy was cool. I was using my friend's phone to Google Translate stuff, and I was like kind of talking to him. And like one thing I was like, is it okay if we drink beer in here, you know? And I asked him. He's like, oh, he starts laughing. He's like, okay, you know. And
okay, free.
Okay. Yeah, they know like some words like hello. They would use that to like get people's attention.
Hello.
Yeah, if you're going somewhere you can't go, they'd be like hello, like don't do that.
Surprisingly works here too.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, hello. No, but he was like hi, okay, you know,
Yeah.
and then.
It was hey, hello.
Yeah, and so we get back to the hotel, and it ended up being like $150, and the other guy was trying to charge us $300. And
Piece of shit.
So I was like cool. So I was like, I had my money ready, and I was like, is it okay if I give this to you? And I was just like, you know, he doesn't know what I'm saying, so I was kind of like I paid him, and then I was like this. I was like, you know, like in your pocket. Like I was acting like I was putting it in his pocket.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you know, thank you. You know, he like shook my hand. He was like super happy, you know.
Was like, oh, hello.
Yeah.
I feel like
he's like, hello, please.
I feel like in other countries that don't do tipping, if like you're an American and you try to tip somebody, like they know that that's what you do.
They know
in
it's your
America.
custom. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's almost like, oh, he's not an ass.
Oh, thanks.
This is just what they do there.
Yeah, but everybody will tell you that like, oh, people get super offended if you try to tip them and all
Who
that
gets
stuff.
offended if like somebody hands you free money?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And also, I think I think that comes from like shithead YouTubers who are just
Shitheads anyway.
yeah, basically. Like I'm a travel guru. I've been to Canada, so I know that the Japanese will get super upset if you were to tip them.
Yeah. Well,
What?
yeah, we didn't tip in Japan either though, like at all. I think in Japan they have more I guess like self-respect maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
More-
know.
very
I guess
proud
more
people.
more pride about it. Yeah. But I mean, there's something to say about
Free money.
and understand. Well, not only free money, but like understanding that
Like
this is just
our
their
culture.
culture. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like one thing with Indian people is they don't really have like a bubble. So what they'll
personal
do,
space.
Really close.
What they'll do, yeah, especially like with each other, you know, they'll get really close and that works for them. But
Yeah,
they've done
they
it
like make out while they're talking.
sometimes. Like you know, when they do it to me, like I have to fight off the urge to say, "Bitch, get back! What do you think you're doing?" You know what I mean? Yeah, but you just understand, you know, that's just what they do. You kind of slowly back up a little bit and, you know, kind of let them know, whoa. But, I mean, they're not being a dick about it. It's just their custom. It's just that's what they're used to.
For sure. Like with Chinese people in lines.
When you told me that, I was instantly upset about it.
What do you mean?
So they don't really do lines. Like their line is really just like a funnel. Like you just kind of like get in where you can get in.
Yeah.
So if you try to stand, as American people, we try to stand in lines, right? And so they just go like on the side of the line, like you know.
That's when you're just like fuck it, and
It's
just
so bad, dude.
bully your way to the front.
Oh,
No, you kind of just do the same thing after a while. Like
Yeah.
you all
Yeah.
just kind of just get in where you can get in.
but
kinda.
you can't just like bully your way there. Like you have to be, I don't know, semi-respectful.
Yeah, it's
about
like
it.
politely aggressive.
Yeah, passive aggressive.
So like getting
Yeah.
on like a
Like you don't-
Shinkansen.
Yeah, you don't shove people. You just kind of like, if you can walk around them,
Yeah.
you do. But if there's not space for you to walk around them, then you just wait.
So it's like getting on the subway. in
Yeah,
Japan.
exactly,
Just kinda
yeah,
it's
like the
politely
subway.
aggressive for the
Yep.
sake because it has to be.
That's a perfect way. But imagine that for like everything.
I
God.
told him that, like, I was like, the first time that someone did it to you, were you like, hello? You see me standing here?
Hello.
I would,
Hello.
hello.
Hello, priest.
I would have just been chill to see. I would have been like, this is interesting. Let's see what happens next.
That instantly like riles me up. I'd be like, you see me standing here? What do you do? And then I'd be looking like the
Yeah.
asshole in the crowd.
It was rough
Like,
for me
oh,
the
I'm
first
sorry.
couple of days. Like I
Yeah.
had to like learn to just chill out, you know, after a while.
Yeah.
But
Did you
yeah.
visit any opium dens?
No.
Damn it.
Oh, but
You did it wrong then.
Yeah.
one of the dudes in our group was like, "Do you smell that?" He's like, "It smelled like opium back there."
How do you know what
And
opium
I-
smells
That's
like?
exactly what I said. I was like, "What?"
What does it smell like? A good time.
That's another one of those sentences I've never thought I would ever hear in my life. It smelled like opium back there.
Wow.
Yeah. That was weird.
Is he an opiate?
And I don't even know if you smoke opium or if you snort it or if you inject it.
I think you can do whatever you want to it.
Yeah, you can put it under your tongue.
Mhm.
Like a.
You can boil them, mash them, and put them in a stew.
Did you say him?
Yeah. I
It's-
assume
well, it's
opium
China.
has a gender.
Gross. China.
Did you eat any dog while you were there?
No, I didn't. There was like no dog anywhere.
Did you look for it?
Wait, you mean you didn't see any dogs?
Oh no, there was dogs.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's because they're all in the stew.
No, there was dogs and cats. But
Like at the market?
It's like
we did have like duck meat.
You've seen the interview,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah.
Remember how all the shops were fake?
Yeah.
Maybe all those dogs and cats are fake.
Well,
There's cardboard dogs and cats. They're just propped up.
yeah, but we weren't just like we like ventured out. Like we weren't just at the tourist places.
Oh, okay.
Specific,
Oh yeah, what were the other places you went to?
Not with the like Hangzhou, we went to Wuxi, places I don't even know. But yeah, we went to the Great Wall. We went to this giant Buddha thing, which is ridiculously giant. When he said giant Buddha thing, I thought it was gonna be like 30 feet tall or something. But it was like, for one thing, it was proportionate, like body size. It wasn't like a giant foot and like a little body. And I have a picture of me like pretending to take a bite out of the toenail, because like just the toe is like probably goes up to like my nipple line.
Damn,
Like
dude.
that's how big the foot is, and then the body's proportionate to that.
How tall was it?
I don't know.
Would you die if you fell off it?
Yeah. Like easily. You'd be
We need to
you'd be
start-
jelly.
We just need to like measuring height by if you would die if you fell off of
That's
it.
what we're gonna start doing on this show.
I think it was tall enough for you to like fall off of it and then fall through a thunderstorm.
Damn.
Oh no!
It's Justin's worst nightmare.
I'm gonna have nightmares about that tonight. Big toes and thunderstorms.
Big toes and thunderstorms. That's the title.
That's the title.
That's a good title.
Yeah. No, but and going out was scary and fun, because obviously we'd venture off the beaten path, and we'd be at like nightclubs that are like, we're the only foreign people there. You know, there's like all Chinese people, and it was kind of cool though, because it was kind of like getting VIP service, because they would see like a big ass group of American people.
Mhm.
So they're like, oh, here comes the money, right? So they'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, they'd be so happy to see us. They'd be like, right this way. Like 2 or 3 times, they kicked dudes off of these tables that they were drinking at. They'd be like, hey, get the fuck out.
Are you serious?
So they could push them together for us.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, please, like, don't kick them out. It's okay. And they're like, okay. You know, it's
Hello.
like, yeah, they're like,
Okay,
hello.
hello.
Okay.
Like they're with us.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah. Well, oh, yeah, that's fucking weird. Yeah. We there was this like really dope band playing at this one spot we went to.
Yeah.
And I did that weird thing that I do where I record a video of the band, but I'm such a narcissist that I put my face in it too. So I recorded
Always got it.
I recorded selfie style with my face in the corner, right? And this guy is like right in front of me, like in between me and the band, and he's like singing the words, and he just turns around and he sees that I'm recording, and so he starts like piecing my phone. He's like, oh, peace.
Hello.
Yeah. And so I was like, this guy, right? So he comes over to the table that we're at, and he like cheers me, right? So I'm like, oh, cheers, right? And then he's like trying to talk to me, but he doesn't speak any English like at all, and I don't speak any Chinese. And then, but he keeps cheersing me, right? And then Natalie whispers to me, she's like, he's filling his cup up with our drinks. So he's just like, because
That's amazing.
we have like bottle service, and we have all these beers, and you know, we gave them a reason for that VIP service treatment,
Yeah.
you know, which was like throwing money at them basically. We were buying bottles, beers, like we were just going crazy, right? But yeah, so then I look and like, yeah, he's like trying to talk to us and stuff. Oh yeah, no, and he brings over like this girl, and he like to me he's like, my sister. And I was like, oh, cool, this is my wife. Like, you know?
Yeah.
But then
My wife.
Did he start like making out with her? Like,
no, but he
Okay.
brought her over.
Scusi.
He brought her over to like talk to us while he's like taking our drinks and like cheersing with us. And I was like,
this guy does this all the time. You know that, right?
But then we started to be like, no, and then we like moved the bottle away from him and stuff. But one of our buddies, his name was Danny too. He has his phone, and he started like talking to the girl, and then like after like a little bit, he had like his arm around her and stuff, and he was just kind of like chatting with her. But I mean, like he was just joking around, because I felt like she might have been a prostitute, and I think
He knew that.
I think he probably knew that, yeah. But so after a while, we're just kind of like, all right, get the fuck out of here, like, you know.
Yeah.
You want some buck?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, thank you. I'm okay.
That guy's just like a grade A swindler, basically.
Probably, right?
Get in good, cheers them,
But
sneak a little bit of their bottle.
He
You know.
didn't really milk us for too much, but like some of the dudes were cool there. They were like kind of like scary gangster looking type dudes, but
Yeah.
but I was thinking they wouldn't like us because we were like rolling through with our money and our freaking Americanness. And I asked this like I got drunk, so I asked this like random like scary looking guy because he had like he had beers on his table, like kind of like a bucket type thing, but there was no bucket. And I was like, it's gonna get warm. But besides the fact, I was like, oh, can I look at your beer? And he was like, oh, he gave it to me. And so I was like, oh, cool. So I looked at it. I was like, and I put it down. And he's like, no, he like let me have.
Oh,
beer.
that's awesome.
And I was like, oh, cool. You got a bottle opener, but
Bitch.
Be like,
Holy shit.
no, yeah. But I was like, this random Chinese guy just gave me a whole beer for no reason. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's probably the most American thing.
Yeah.
That probably happened.
I bet
He just assumes whenever you go anywhere in America, they just hand you a beer.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's like this American pig. He probably needs this right now.
So no, from that point forward, all I drank was Qingdao.
Qingdao.
Yeah, Qingdao.
Really?
Yeah, which is spelled Tsingtao.
Oh. Okay.
So, but it's not Tsing
Tsingtao.
Tao. Yeah, because like, I was trying to tell the bartender, I was like, oh, also, you know how they have the tones. So if anytime you say
Tsingtao?
something and you're unsure of it, you're probably saying it wrong because you have that question tone.
Yeah.
So I was like Ting Tao. So like that inflection at the end.
He was like, hello?
No, he was like he
He's
didn't
like,
know what the fuck.
He's like, what the fuck
I was
are you
like
talking about?
Ting Tao, and he kind of had that like the Chateau guy moment. Remember I told you the Chateau story where he's like,
Oh,
Chateau.
yeah.
But he was like Qingdao, and I was like, yeah, whatever, dude.
Give me a fucking beer.
Give me 5 of them.
Qingdao.
Yeah, Ting Tao. Yeah, Qingdao.
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 Beer?
Did he say it like you were dumb, or was he like, oh?
No, he was like, oh yeah, good.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I wonder if that's like someone coming.
I'd be like 4.
Is that
Then
that's
I
like
put my
someone coming up?
calculator out so he could tell me how much.
Yeah, there you go. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, and so yeah, we we got to see Beijing, and then
Beijing.
Shanghai was dope, man.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, there was crazy architecture there. Like, so they said only like in the past 30 years, I guess that's when their economy's been booming, but their cities are freaking insane. Like the skylines of Shanghai. Like the last night we partied on a rooftop bar, and you could just see like the skyline. And then there was this kind of bay type thing in the middle. We actually like had a night boat ride on that bay like just earlier, and then we met at this bar, and then we were just chilling. We had the sky line in the background with all the lights, and it was dope, man. It was dope.
Nice, man.
Where to next? Where are you going next?
Where to next? We're thinking Greece, maybe New Zealand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but
like the furthest place from here humanly possible.
Maybe
New Zealand, Australia.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Well, never mind then. I'm
It's
still
like a 23-hour
suffering.
plane flight total.
I'm still suffering from what is it? Jet lag.
Did you ever? Okay, so one thing I've noticed about jet lag, like if you get to somewhere that's like, let's say, get to China, having to wake up in the morning and going and doing things, and making yourself get up and going and doing those things, fixes jet lag in like 2 days. But like if you just come back and you're just like in your own element, that's when it's the worst.
Yeah,
because nobody's making you do shit.
Yeah. So there's no reason for you to reconform.
Yeah, I think it did. But like now it's lasting longer from coming back wise, because for the first couple of days I was off, and then when I went back to work, I was able to get up and go to work, right? And then when I got home, I was like, okay, I have to just stay up all day and go to bed at normal time, and it'll reset, right? I get home and I pass the fuck out until like 9.
Oh my God.
Yeah, for like 4 hours I just go to sleep, and then I wake up at 9. I stay up for a couple of hours, and I'm like, I need to go to bed because I got to work tomorrow, right? I wake up at 4 in the morning. Can't go back to sleep. I wake up like this. Like just
like Orion.
bright eye and bushy. Yeah.
I never had jet lag when I went to Japan and back. I think that's because I'm very afraid of sleeping in an airplane.
Yeah.
Because if like shit starts going like left, I don't know how to fly airplanes or anything, but I always feel like there's always that one dude like in the movie's like, does anyone know how to fly this thing? I'd be like, fuck it, dude, I'll fly it.
Right here.
I'll try it. It's the worst thing that happen.
And
We're all
you'll
fucked
kill us
anyway.
all.
You just grab the handlebars and you move them.
Then you kill us all.
Yeah.
Nah, fam, I got this.
It's like,
The
no,
plane-
I've seen
the plane
it.
practically
I've
flies
seen it on
its
TV.
fucking
You do
self.
this.
You got to grab the yoke. I know it's called the yoke.
You got to be yoking me, wait.
Hello.
Never mind.
Oh yeah. Okay. Other things I had to.
Hello.
Other topics I had to hit on. The food, not that great. If you like Chinese food, you're better off eating it here.
That's not real Chinese food, though.
No, it's not.
The stuff here.
But I'm
But
saying,
it's delicious.
if you like Chinese food,
It's just salt.
what you think is Chinese food,
It's not Chinese food.
just eat that.
Are you telling me they don't have teriyaki chicken and orange chicken?
You're telling me
and-
there's not a Panda Express in China?
I didn't see one. I saw a panda though. No,
What's
I
it-
didn't. I wish
what's
I
it
did.
like? Is it anywhere close to Japanese food?
No, not Japanese food. Why do you keep saying Japanese? You keep
That's what I'm saying. Is it anywhere close to
apples and
Japanese?
oranges. Apples and oranges.
Well, see, I'm the layman. Explain it to me.
Is it rice
No,
and
it's
something
Chinese
else?
food, huh?
Is it rice and something else?
Yeah, it's rice.
Okay,
And
so
then
they have the same base.
they
stuff?
have like fried vegetables that are like half oil, half vegetable.
What?
Yeah, there's like these meat dishes. They just have like dishes. There's all these dishes. Kind of like
Yeah.
I guess kind of like our food, our Chinese food, but just not as good.
So it just didn't taste as good.
Some of the food we had was really great. We had really good like noodle soup.
Ooh,
It was kind of like pho's and like a beef broth, and they put beef in it.
sounds good.
But it was different. It was a Chinese version of it. But that stuff actually was magical. It was like a senzu bean because I was nursing like a mad hangover, and I drank that broth, and I was just like do 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 do.
Really?
So it's like Chinese menudo?
Basically, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that
And
sounds great.
It healed me.
You healed.
Yep. Okay, and other than that, we saw a bunch of shows. The shows were epic. It was like kind of like Las Vegas-y shows, where the stages were insane. Like you look at the stage and it just looks like you're going to see a play, right? It's like it's just a stage, right?
Mm.
But then the show comes on and they have these like multi-level like projection screen things going on.
Yeah.
And then the stage starts like a
What?
platform, a part of the stage raises up, and then so there's like a platform, and then the bottom part of the stage,
Yeah.
and then other stuff starts happening, right? And then there's this crazy like water effect that they do, where the stage somehow turns into like a rocky stage, and then there's like water coming down to the bottom. There's like a pool at the very front of the stage, and then the stage comes back over the pool, and then like because they would do stuff where like the lights would go down and you can't really see what's happening.
Yeah.
And then it would just go back to being like the normal stage. And there was this one point where like these two platforms just came out of the side, like raised up the sides, and they met in the middle. And then the two, like the girl and the guy, were dancing up there. And I was like, oh my god, if they fall, they're dead.
So
They would have fell through like a
How tall was
thunderstorm. Tall enough for them to die.
pretty tall then.
Pretty fucking
It's pretty
tall.
tall.
Yeah.
All right. I think I have a general idea of how tall it is.
And then when we saw the acrobat show, it was so insane, the stuff that these people could do. Flexibility wise too.
Contortionists.
They were like contortionists. All the girl ones.
You
were.
do like trapeze things and stuff too?
Not really. It was more like jumpy flips and stuff,
Oh, okay.
and crazy handstandy stuffs. Yeah,
That's pretty badass.
but we saw a girl. I don't even know how I can explain this. It was two girls, right?
Was there a cup?
No. But so one of the girls is like standing on top of the other girl's head, or I think she was doing like a handstand on the other girl's head, right?
Yeah.
So the girl goes like this, and her leg just goes straight up in the air. So she's doing like standing splits, like straight up and down. So she's on one leg. The girl on bottom is on one leg, and the other leg is up. So then the girl who was doing a handstand on her head, like gets on her leg, right? So all her weight is on the girl's leg, right? Which is up, and then her other leg is down. And so then the bottom girl she just throws her torso backwards into a back bend.
What the hell?
Yeah, so then she's in a back bend with her leg straight up in the air that's got the other girl on it, and then the other one's on the ground, obviously. And then she like curls even further down and puts her head on the ground underneath her. So she's doing like a back bend with her like chin to the ground.
I'm so hard right now.
It was insane.
Just imagining that just gives me wood. That's just so impressive.
Yeah, and
That sounds like the Exorcist. You know how she's
And
like walking.
the level of handstands that they could do
It's like
was
sold.
insane.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we saw this one girl doing this thing on a like a platform, and she was holding a handstand for like ever while she was doing different things with her legs, and not like moving around or anything like that. She was just like her hands were just planted, like not shaking or anything, and she was just like there for like, I don't know, like it had to have been like 5 minutes just holding this handstand like that.
And doing stuff with her legs?
Yeah, she was doing other like crazy stuff with her legs like the whole time. And her hands are just in one spot planted just like that, just holding the handstand. All right. So
Glad you didn't die.
Me too.
My final thoughts on China right quick.
Mhm.
There's 2 resources that we need to be very happy that we have because it's, I thought they were necessities, but apparently they're commodities. Drinkable tap water,
What?
even though nobody does it because it's gross. Like the fact that we can if we want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't over there. You have to only drink bottled water. And that's kind of a pain in the ass, especially when you're traveling.
True.
What about like water? Do they have water fountains? Stuff like that?
If they did, you wouldn't drink out of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Nope. And they don't give you water at restaurants.
Excuse me?
No.
You
You don't
Just
get water.
beer.
If you want water, you have to order it.
Did you have to pay for it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose my shit.
No, it's not. It's
Sounds like New Hampshire.
Or Flint.
yeah. Clean water is a commodity.
Zing.
We think it's a human right, but it's not in a lot of places.
That. Wow.
It's insane, right?
Yeah.
So we should just give thanks to our
Water
to
overlords.
Donald Trump for giving us
All the
clean
fluoride.
drinking
Oh.
water.
I was gonna give you a limp clap, but I can't
You
do
get
it now.
shit
Okay.
now.
Also, toilet
No
paper.
water.
A lot of spots they just don't have toilet paper for you to use.
People just walk around with dirty asses.
The toilet's there, but there's no paper. Well, like we found out.
Do they or?
I don't know what they do.
People just walk around smelling like shit.
But they don't.
I didn't ask them.
They don't like. They didn't have bidets
No.
there, right?
Nope.
What do you bring your own? Is it like a bring your own toilet paper bar?
That's what we
I
did.
bet it is.
That's what we did.
Yeah,
I would.
Because we saw on YouTube that there would be spots like that. So pretty much everybody on the tour bus was like, "Oh, I got toilet paper."
Okay. All right.
Like we did wipies. I feel like wipies is the way to go.
Yeah.
Could you flush them in the hole?
I did.
There you go.
I don't know if I was supposed to or not.
What,
but-
was there a hole, or was there a hole in the ground, or was it just
Yeah.
like was there an actual toilet,
Nope. Well, so there were toilets.
or like at
in
least
some
handlebars
places.
to hold on to as you squat?
Some places not.
Damn.
It's like a human rights violation.
Yeah.
All the
and-
balance, dude.
When I was in Japan, I was like, I refused, so I didn't use the ones that were like the hole in the ground
Yeah.
kind of ones.
I would piss in a hole in the ground, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But this time, eating that Chinese food, necessities happen. So
Goes
I
right through.
actually
Some kind of shit?
I actually had a sample of what it's like to squat and take a dump.
Were you hungry in an hour? After you
Yeah,
It's true.
yeah, for sure.
It's actually true.
But no, some of the food was really good. But I think we ended up having a lot of the same food over and over again. So by the end of it, I would kind of just be done eating before I was full.
Yeah.
I would just be like, I'm bored with this. Like I just,
Really?
like, yeah. Now they'd be
Was
like,
it just bland,
You'd be
or-
like, you full? No, not really. It was just like the same stuff.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was just
Just
a lot
gets
of a lot of the same stuff.
So
yeah.
like the courses that they bring out would be basically the same exact thing.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, to the spots that the tour company was taking us. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I bet they have a deal with that restaurant.
Yeah.
Those restaurants.
Probably. Yeah. So those are my final thoughts.
Well, glad you're alive.
Glad you had fun.
I'm glad we
Yeah,
didn't go to
I
war
did.
with China.
Okay.
And
Me too.
Trump wouldn't have had to not negotiate to bring you back, because he definitely wouldn't have.
You'd be like, fuck.
No, he
He'd
wouldn't.
be like, what color is he?
He probably would have
Yeah.
brought Natalie and a few people on that tour bus back, but not you.
Not
yeah,
me.
they would have brought back
Yeah.
the
No,
gay dude.
but I'm an entertainer.
You think he cares?
He didn't. Okay,
Probably.
you fired.
No, but yeah, special shout out to my my Gucci gang from China.
There you go.
That's what I was calling them. I'd be like, where's the Gucci gang? Like,
Yeah.
everybody's left or like stuff like that. I don't know.
Did you all
To my
leave at the
bros.
same time too?
Yeah, pretty much. Like we had different flights and stuff, but
It was pretty organized that way.
yeah,
Nice.
Pretty cool.
not like the exact same time. It was kind of like staggered, but
Did you tell him about the podcast?
yeah,
There you go.
of course I did.
Check
Yeah.
us. I hope
International.
you're watching, Gooch Gang.
Gucci gang,
Yeah,
Gucci
Gucci
gang,
gang.
Gucci gang,
Gucci gang.
Yeah, me and my mama, my grandma take meds.
Gucci Gang. Gucci Gang. Gucci Gang. There you
No,
go.
yeah,
man.
but we exchanged stuff,
Yeah.
Instagrams and phone
There you go.
numbers and stuff. So we're gonna keep in touch.
Fluids.
We were actually conspiring other travel plans like before we even left because these are traveling ass people.
Oh yeah.
Like the Danny dude I told you about. Oh, he actually wants to come on.
Really?
Yeah, so hopefully
Is he
we'll
here, or-
hopefully we'll have you on, Danny. No, he lives in Ohio gozaimasu.
All you gotta do is fly
Wait, is
here.
it Ohio? Where's Dayton? That's Ohio,
Ohio.
right? Yeah.
Ohio.
That's where he lives.
Because his heart's in Ohio.
Yeah, but he's never there.
God damn it.
Because Ohio is for lovers.
He pulled all the way back. Pulled them all the way back.
All the way back.
No, but he's a entrepreneur, right? So his job is he just comes back for a week and like kind of oversees his stuff, make sure it didn't explode, and he just goes to a different country for a week.
Sounds about right.
He just travels around all the time.
That's so badass.
He's a nomad.
He's a nomad.
Yeah, and he's got no dad.
Oh, hell.
No, I don't know about that.
I was going to say, that's...
Poor
It
bastard.
just rhymed, so I threw it out.
Sometimes you gotta.
Yeah, but yeah, he's such an entrepreneur. He's such a billionaire money bags guy.
Yeah.
He was like, I'll just fly down one weekend.
Hell
and come on the podcast.
Come on, man, and give us some money to help keep this operation going.
Yeah, come on. Dan is the man.
Give
with
us
the
your
plan.
money.
Yeah, do that.
Fuck you. Pay me.
Pay us. Pay Patreon. Well, cool, man. I'm glad you had fun.
I did.
Would you go back?
Yeah, I probably would, but not for a while, because it's kind of one of those things. It's like, all right, I seen it.
I seen it.
Yeah, there's other places I want to go.
Did you feel the same way about Japan?
No, I think I'm biased towards Japan because I was already like in love with the culture.
Yeah.
And they're a different entity. Like they got anime, and they're just different, you know.
Yeah, you were telling me how like
And their food was insane.
Oh yeah.
Like you can't get
Come
ramen. You can't get
on.
ramen here like you can get over there.
Yeah.
Their ramen is just insane.
I want some ramen so bad.
Get it in a vending machine. It's fucking the best.
Right.
Yeah, like I wouldn't be sad if like in my traveling endeavors, I went like Japan, then Greece, and then Japan, and then
Korea.
and then Japan. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if I just
Break it up with Japan.
yeah. That's how much I love Japan, but I was
Fucking
kind of
weeb.
bad. Yo, so do we got any new emails or anything? Voice emails?
No, so Dan is the man with the plan. Decided not to send us anything else. You guys aren't funny enough.
He filtered everything.
He filtered it too hard.
He's the great filter.
So we got nothing from y'all's asses. But so this chick on Twitter that we've been, I guess, kind of going at it with. So bitch started it. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember she started it.
So
She was like, "Wah, Hobo Johnson is
Yeah.
Jesus."
So she didn't like our Hobo Johnson video. So yeah, that's the one where I said, you know, your Jinkos aren't a good look, basically, because she said that us making fun of Hobo Johnson's not a good look.
Yep.
And lately she responded. She goes, "Jinkos, LMAO, really?" Crying, laughing face. "How about I have a really small foot? Want to make fun of me for that too?" Yes,
Yep.
obviously.
Yeah, duh.
Seriously, trying to hate on me for my jeans, just like you tried to hate on Hobo Johnson for having a fan base. Unlike you, hashtag burn.
Oh, hashtag burn.
Burn.
You guys don't exist.
Burn the shit out of us.
Hashtag burn.
That actually made me cackle out loud at work when I read this.
Like this.
I was like, yeah, it was hilarious. So I wanted to make that our next banner image, but I think the first one's funnier.
Yeah.
But hey, you guys got to prove to her that you're a fan base, that you're a real fan base.
Yeah. Tweet at her.
Just like
and,
Hobo Johnson.
Let her know
Yeah.
about her little petitas.
Who's Hobo Johnson?
That means little feet.
He's shit. That's who he is.
He's like a spoken word musician.
He's a slam poetrist with a band.
Probably has a tiny dick.
You're right. I think he does.
Yeah. He probably has a little
He probably has like a
Johnson.
prepubescent mustache as well.
Yeah, actually, it's
he
exactly
really?
what he has.
And
Yeah,
a Jufro.
yeah. He's got.
I wouldn't have pegged him for a Jufro guy, but
He's Michael Cera, basically, of slam poetry. Of the
so he's
musical.
just confused.
Yeah,
It's like
actually.
he just stumbled into this slam poetry thing and
Like,
just
kinda
like
what it
whatever.
Just imagine like a band kind of just like warming up in the in the background, and then
I feel like slam poetry without conviction just isn't slam poetry.
and then a guy is like monologuing.
Oh my god, I hate it so much. But apparently people love him, and this chick would die for him.
Yeah.
Really?
She got a small foot too.
She would cut her tiny feet
Does she
off
like walk around in circles?
Probably.
to save him.
Yeah.
Wait, wouldn't that mean that one of them was small?
Yeah, what you said her small foot. Foot wasn't plural.
I think she did say.
I think
she
that
has
would make her
one small foot.
walk
Did she say
in
small feet?
circles.
Was it her left? Is it my left foot?
How about I have a really small foot? So I think she just has
Oh,
one foot.
only
So I guess
one.
she does walk
Just
around in
one.
a circle.
She's like
She
Eeyore.
walks in
It's
circles.
disproportional.
Yeah. It's like having one paddle, basically.
Oh, can you imagine how hard that would be if you're trying to find your way out of a desert? If you had one small
You'd be
foot.
walking around in circles for hours. And there wouldn't even be a joke.
And then what if you don't find an oasis or nothing?
Then there will be no Wonderwall.
Yep.
You just die. All right. Well, if you want to leave
And
us
you're
some
dead.
voicemails and talk about that chick or whatever, you could do it at here.
Right here at this phone number that I am pulling up right now. It is
I don't remember.
682. I really don't. 682-422-9458. You see it right there above Brandon's head. And if the
Yep.
number's small enough, then I'll just put it over his face.
No, just put it.
Or you
Leave-
could just go to the show notes and click on it.
You lazy ass bitches. It's so easy. Just click on it. And it calls automatically. So yeah, you can leave us, you can voice us a leave mail. Tell us about how much you hate us for hating on Hobo Johnson. You can also email us at idiotsyncraticpodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to tweet at us, you can do it at idiotsyncratic, but the first O, or the only O is
I'm
a
lost.
0. And then we're at Idiotsyncratic Podcast everywhere. You can't have a Twitter name that long, so that's why we can't be Idiotsyncratic Podcast. So
Dang it, Twitter.
tell us about how much you hate us for hating Hobo Johnson. Tell us, go find this girl's tweets and
Yeah,
tell me she doesn't have a small foot.
Tell me how you feel about China, just in general.
Okay. And let us know how tall the building you live in is. Could you
Yeah.
die if you fell off of it or not?
Or not die.
That there's a very distinct difference, and that'll tell us exactly how tall it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because fuck the metric system. It makes no sense.
You're right. It
Yeah,
doesn't.
It's just
Meter,
all
I hardly
intense.
know
Like, what
her.
is that?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Don't
Yeah.
fall through a thunderstorm.
Timmy,
Don't.
get in.
If you can do your best not to fall through the thunderstorm, I think it'd be all right.
Do not fall through that thunderstorm.
There's one thing in life that you should avoid. It's falling through a thunderstorm.
What a rare occurrence.
Or
There's two
maybe
things.
do.
There's two things: falling through a thunderstorm and prostitutes.
Huh. At the same time, that'd be very interesting.
Or shitting in a hole.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
Technically, we
It
all
wasn't the
shit
worst, though,
into
surprisingly.
holes.
Wasn't the worst.
Probably felt more like, I don't know,
Yeah,
felt more animalistic.
that's a good point. What he's saying though, creatively, we technically all shit in holes.
Yeah.
All my friends have gone to a